Here we are going to be here very briefly, but when we were here we forgot to go back and kill some little rock dudes down here, so we're gonna go and do that. Maybe get a PvP fight. And then we'll go to Canehurst. Sorry about this, folks. It's not really farming, it's just like if there are chunks, we should get them. Because that's what we need to upgrade our cane. And if we've had one problem in PvP, apart from me being not very good at times, I think it's been that we haven't been doing too much damage. Just trying to see where these guys are before I run for them. Ah! Oh well, that was just a bloodstone shard. We're actually looking for the bigger version of them, the ones with the kind of whippy scorpion-like tails. Ah, rubbish. Can I not get up there? Is that a trap? Probably. This is a bit of a suicide run anyway, you know, we're not staying in the Nightmare Frontier for any length of time. Just need to get those blood chunks. Ah, is he along here? There's a winter lantern up there, so we want to be careful. Where is he? Oh my god. Okay. That was pretty bad. I could hear the little bone thing. I don't know what they're called. They're the equivalent of crystal lizards in the Souls games. Basically they drop weapon upgrade materials. And I could hear one around there. So I was kind of looking around, not looking at the screen, and toppled off. But tonight is hopefully going to be all about Canehurst. Whoops, got a bit noisy. We picked up the Canehurst summons the last time we played. Just gonna check my Twitter to see that chat's working. Ooh, discovered the chime of a sinister bell. Is chat working? Can anyone type something? Anything? Kermod. I wonder if it's the famous movie critic. There's also quite a well-known literature critic called Kermod, Frank Kermod. Anyone see him? Where are you, my friend? Possibly it's just someone working their way through the level. Hello, hello Larson. How's it going? Thank you. Oh well. A win's a win. That happens sometimes. I always think that it's because they don't know where the invader is and they're fighting NPCs, they just panic a little bit. I know I've done it myself. But yeah, we're gonna just make a suicide run down to this thingamabob that's got some chunks for us. We'll get those chunks, apply them to our lovely threaded cane. I got. Let's just make sure we equip our hunter's marks so that we can come out of there. No need to fight any enemies really. Whoops. Well, that was a good move, wasn't it? All under control. Do I have any antidotes? May as well. Where is it? I'm sure I could hear one there, but I just couldn't see him. The agenda tonight is Canehurst, for sure, but I'm just convinced there's a thing here with blood chunks for us. I might have to go and have a pop at killing the Winter Lantern, which is not ideal, but there he is. No. I got the shard off him. He wasn't what I was after though. Okay, that one's not going to work out for us because he's not where I thought he was, so maybe I killed him already. We're going to do one more little suicide jump into the poison swamp, then it's back to Canehurst. Back to Canehurst? Visiting Canehurst for the first time. It's just that chunks are very, very hard to get a hold of, and you actually get quite a few in Canehurst. There's 4 or 5 there. But I know that there's some here as well because it's where I was able to first take my weapon to +7, an important moment in every young man's life. This is a suicide run, so not bothered about fighting enemies. Oh no, twin bloodstone shards, not at all what I wanted. Okay, we're gonna go to the Dream and then to Canehurst. Quite looking forward to this. Rich, I found Ludwig last night after not playing for months for a fight. I sometimes think that's the best fight in the game. It really is superb. The switch one-shotted him. Did you really? That is impressive. That is impressive, because he killed me a lot. I won't deny it. While we're here, we'll just pop our echoes, see if we can get a level or 2. Those ones are barely worth popping, but I suppose you might as well clear the space. Very few of them are now. Oh, frenzied. That might be nice. Not bad.
Welcome.
How many do we need? Oh dear, 21,000. She's an expensive date. Just repair our weapons, buy some vials and bullets at the messengers, and off we go. Neither of them are skill weapons. We had a little look at the blood gems last time, so we'll leave them as they are for the moment. 15 vials and 17 bullets. So where should we go here? Should we go to Forbidden Grave? Witch's Abode might be the best way to go. It's cool lore-wise, but not fun to fight against. Ludwig? You don't think Ludwig's a fun fight? Wow. Yep. No spoilers for Maria. Philzor, I envy you. I have a feeling that a lot of hunters also have. I was tweeting about this location yesterday, by the way. I tweeted the concept artwork for this from the Japanese official artworks guide, and it's amazing how close this is to it. Like, the art book image is so close. It's missing a few beds there that were in the concept sketch, but this feature, this kind of collapsed bridge, is there. This kind of chapel-like feature is there. Really nice. I think it's got to be Germaner, Orphan of Cause for me. But with that said, I think Ludwig is an amazing, amazing fight. Evening, Ken. Whoops. Evening, Welsh boy. Wow. Getting nailed by this guy. Actually, I didn't want a gemstone for him. I was hoping for some blood vials. Oh, so here's an interesting thing. I mean, it's kind of obvious when you think about it, but around here we get these executioner enemies, as they're called. Why are they here? Well, why are we here? Whoops. Well, we're here to die. They're guarding the entrance to Canehurst, aren't they? Or not the entrance. Oh my god, my timing's so bad. Just easier to kill him normally after that performance. Yeah, majestic was not the word. So this is where they are. They are guarding the entrance to... They're exactly where the cutscene plays. So yeah, 3 executioners there. I think that's like the highest concentration of them in the game. There are a couple of other places with 2 executioners, a few with 1, but I think that's the only area with 3. Here we go. They really do a good cutscene, don't they? Right, carriage. Right. Let's just... So we can already tell there's something funky here. These horses look dead, even though they're acting like normal horses. Their skin's eaten away. The carriage just looks ancient. It's cobwebbed. Okay, Let's go. I'm very, very excited to go to Canehurst because I love Canehurst. I love this camera angle. It's made to look like someone's watching us, you know, through the reeds or whatever. And we know that at the end of there is a sheer drop. So where are we going? Hello, Wallreaker. Hello, are you guys from British? Well, Philzor, we're not all as elite as you. But I'll try my best. Yeah, I love the Legarius fight, it's superb. Here we come, folks, to Forbidden Castle Canehurst. Get insight the first time we reach Canehurst. Ken, I did the Return to the Nexus last year or the year before. I actually wrote an article about it which is on IGN. I had a really, really good time, and what I enjoyed the most about it, cheers Wallreaker, appreciate it, and Penitent Knight, and Larson. Don't everyone feel the need to say that, but I appreciate it. Spooky. As you approach, it goes up. There's a lot of Latria callbacks, like the Brain Suckers are a callback to the Latria guards, and they attack in exactly the same way. You know, they do that immobilizing blast and then kind of suck your brains out. So here we are inside the abandoned courtyard of Canehurst. Now, the lamp's up here, isn't it? There we are. But also another interesting thing about the horrible Latria Thulu monsters is that they have bells, don't they? Bells become a big thing. Yeah, what I really loved about the Demon's Souls Return to the Nexus is that I got to fight that boss at the end of Latria. What's he called? The old monk that another player... Whoops. Oh my god. Talk about nailed. I was thinking about the old monk, that's my excuse. And the deal with the old monk, if you don't know, I'm sure you all do, is that another player gets summoned in to fight as him. And it's really rare to happen, you know. So that's one of the reasons it's so good to do like Return to the Nexus type events, because you get to experience that. It's such a good concept for a boss. Right, where's my... Here we are, right where I picked up the item. Oh my god. I'm getting ruined by them. I remember them as fairly easy enemies. Jesus. Okay. I really expected her to just roll over. I don't know why I expected that after the first time, but I just thought, oh, she was unusually aggressive there. This time I'll show her who's boss. Yeah, with me the old monk fight happened, and there was this guy that had helped me through the game up until that point in that level, and he was summoned as the old monk, and when I beat him, that was the greatest. It really felt amazing. Oh. Oh yeah, the Mirror Knight is really cool. In theory though, like, I always found I managed to get summoned in as a Mirror Knight guy twice, I think, and I really tried because I wanted to do it, you know, I thought it was an awesome boss concept. Okay, so we don't need to come over here yet. We might as well see if there's any items though. This is where the shortcut will be later. So Canehurst is a super interesting area in Bloodborne. A lot of people think it was hello. Beware of snake. A lot of people think Canehurst played a much bigger role in Bloodborne initially. I still think it plays quite a big role, I have to say. And it is an area. Shit. Shit, how am I gonna hit these things? Whip. Whip is good. Oh, whip is perfect. Shit. I would say that these little serpent things are vermin. They're some evolution of the vermin Volter's fighting. You find them in quite a few interesting places. Most notably, I would say, whoops. Wow, there were a lot of them there. I wonder what this great item is that I had to kill 50 snakes for it. Wow, not done yet. Wow, imagine you had just jumped down from up here. I love that about it too, Blutz. Let's see what great item. Oh, it's a gemstone. It might be alright. Nice trap though. We were too wise. Canehurst seems to exist before Yharnam does. They seem to be possibly descended from the Thumerians. That's something everyone says. It's important to say that is kind of supposition. It seems very likely. They have Thumerian-like features. And really the key thing about Canehurst is Annalise, who is their queen, and the Child of Blood. Canehurst and Yharnam don't seem to have ever got along. It looks like they may have at one point. They may have had some sort of business arrangement, but it becomes very clear at some point that Canehurst is hunting hunters, possibly other Yharnamites as well. They have stolen blood, or somebody stole blood on their behalf from the Healing Church, which obviously they're a bit pissed about. Yeah. There he is. Oh god. This is a bad place to fight for me. Gonna need that blood liquor. Bravely ran away. Shit. Oh my god. Oh shit. Well, fair play. Fair play. You don't expect to win a 3-on-1, but I don't know, I just thought he'd fired twice. There was no way he'd fire a third time. It doesn't seem the English is your first language. Okay. Okay. Do all our blood liquors respawn? Well, Penitent, I appreciated the support. Now these enemies, pretty interesting lore-wise. Well, not lore-wise actually, it's just interesting where you tend to find them, where they end up. Because they turn up randomly sometimes in the Chalice dungeons when you killed someone. Oh, Numbing Mist, we'll have a look at that in a minute. When you kill something with a visceral attack, you can go back through that area later, and where their corpse was, you'll find the blood liquor. And this has happened to me several times in the Chalice dungeons, and it's such a whoa moment, because, you know, when you're running back through an area you know you've cleared, you don't expect to see anything, and sometimes you just turn the corner, there's a fucking blood liquor there. You're like, what? So they've got that vagrant-like aspect to them, and obviously the reason they're here is because the executioners executioned Canehurst. They came here and they put him down. They killed every single resident apart from one. Oh, hello. So in that hall we hear lots of weeping women. This will give us a good chance to have a look at them, I guess. We could really scare somebody here. I think he's out there somewhere. Been nice to wait, but oh god. Is this the guy we fought earlier? Or is his third mate? Oh dear. These enemies aren't going to help much. Well, it's good to re-familiarise ourselves with the geography. What's in here? Ah, stun locked. Oh well. I think I had the wrong form of my weapon out there. I should have been using the whip, but I was using the cane, which was a bit lame because they completely fell for it. They ran into the room full of screaming women, and if I'd been able to whip them a few times, oh well. Can't always get what you want. No worries, Penitent Knight. Night. So yeah, they are a little bit like the new Londo Ghosts. Seems to be a kind of similar scenario as well, where an entire city is sacrificed, but in a different way. This was war. So do they aggro if I take this? I didn't mean it. Oh. Some of them get really nasty. Okay, let's just check we're safe around here. Have a quick look at them. Feels like there's one very near me. Can't see it. There's one. Okay, so why are the executioners called the executioners? Is she not going to turn around? See the neck? They've had their throats cut, and they've been blindfolded, and their hands have been bound together. And as you can see from the dress, these are kind of noble ladies. So Basically, in the grounds of Canehurst, there's the last stand of the Canehurstians, whatever you want to call them, against the Executioners. The Executioners win. And then proceed to enter Canehurst. What level am I? I am level 60. These are servants. Oh, a lovely bloodstone chunk. Lovely. Yeah, so basically, the reason the blood lickers are out in the courtyard is that is where one massive battle happened, where tons of people died. And then inside Canehurst itself, we only find these ghosts of women who have been, you know, basically taken prisoner and then executed by the Executioners. Not very nice. Well, Canehurst... Canehurst is very interesting as a contrast to Yharnam, and Canehurst are trying to do what everyone in Bloodborne is trying to do, basically, which is ascend. Whoa! They believe that their queen with enough godly blood, basically, can give birth to a great one. That is how they think they will ascend. We don't find out much about the mothers of Rom. You know, Bergenworth's attempt at a great one. Mikolash seems to be, you know, using Mergo as a surrogate. We know Mergo's mother is Yharnam. Mergo seems to be some sort of very important touchstone in Bloodborne's universe. You know, the Great One's child that was that close. And Canehurst is basically trying to recreate Mergo, but rather than doing what Mensis is doing, which is trying to bring Mergo back to life somehow with just lots of flesh. I don't really know. I think Mensis is using Mergo to attract the Great One, but I also think the One Reborn is, in some sense, an attempt to recreate Mergo. Canehurst's attempt to recreate Mergo is to have their own Yharnam, their own queen, who is Annalise, who they feed all the lovely blood dregs to. We find out in Chalice Dungeon descriptions. Temerian society had the queen at the top. Seems like that's what this one is like too. Oh, hello. There is an Ascension arms race going on. Oh, it's Sasha again. Would I say some great ones are former humans who ascended? It's possible. here, is there? Oh, maybe this guy. Oh, dear. Well, we've had a terrible night on the PvP so far. I'll admit it. I'll admit it. Would that explain why some great ones can be killed? I really like the Hunter's Great One question. Let's just pop back to the dream and get some vials. Like, it's interesting to think about, but I'm not sure it serves as much purpose. I think it's enough to say that the evidence shows humans can ascend.
Welcome.
For sure.
What is it? Very well.
Yeah, that's also
Stand close.
that's also a possibility, Ken. They're not gankers because you know, I'm going into their world. I know I'm kind of wasting it on Arcane, but I have to get to Arcane 15. That is a requirement. Because then we can start using... Oh, do we have 3 blood chunks? 2. What a son of a gun. So where's Canehurst? Oh, it was there, wasn't it? So Canehurst is using the blood. For some reason the Healing Church declares their blood as forbidden blood. Alfred, who is an executioner, talks about it tainting the purity of the church's blood healing. And it's all bullshit, because they're all using Great One blood. The sources differ, and it may be that the bloodletting beast, for example, is a better, or is the source for Canehurst's blood, and Ebrietus is the modern day source for the Healing Church's blood. But fundamentally, do they now, Green Eggs Nim? I will be making sure to kill gargoyles then. Quicksilver bullets, always nice. Did I parry these? You would think so. What are you weeping over, my dear? That's not going to do it, is it? Oh my god. There we are. Wow, they take mega damage from the old visceral. So what was she weeping over? Oh, the noble dress. It's strange because Ebrietus was found by the choir and the Healing Church predates the choir, I think. Yeah, the Healing Church does predate the choir. The choir comes along later. Ebrietas is found by the Healing Church. She's is found by the choir. She's found in the chalice, I think. So Ebrietas comes later. The original founding blood that the Healing Church used was not Ebrietas, but it may be the case that in the modern day the blood they use is Ebrietas, if that makes sense. I think the blood they first used was Yarnum's, but you can only get so much blood from one person. Ebrietas is almost like a cow, or perhaps the children were. Possibly because of some link to Rom. I don't really get it either. Oh, no chunk for me. Some people have suggested that Ebrietas is Rom's mother. Not sure I quite buy that, but I don't think Rom is unique. Yeah, I think Rom is just a form that certain, this is pretty cool. Look at this. Oh shit. Bad time to get the eyeglass out. But he was doing a good pose, wasn't he? Whoops. Wow, I knocked him back flailing there. Did not expect that. Feels like those Romstall spiders are creatures who have gained insight, but perhaps aren't able to ascend. Yes, possibly. I don't think that they haven't ascended. I think there are various degrees of Great Ones. Terrible foe. Let's see how terrible. Wow, is this like the Canehurst fencing master or something? I'd completely forgotten about this guy. Drops the blood vial. I thought we might get the rapier from him, or the what's its face, the Reiter Palash. Yeah, just because Rom is described as vacuous, I don't think it means I think it just means he doesn't communicate with humans. You know, why was Rom ascended? Probably to what's that? Beware of seduction. Why was Rom ascended by Byrgenwerth? So they could learn more about the Great Ones, and then Rom becomes this Great One, but it just doesn't communicate with them anymore. And there's a note to that effect saying true enlightenment need not be shared, which I think is left by Master Willem probably. So Rom was a disappointment and was vacuous, in the sense that they couldn't learn what they wanted from it, and it just sat there happily ascended. But I don't think that means Rom is vacuous, you know? I just think it means, yeah, can't be communicated with. There must be a gargoyle hiding among these. Oh, right at the end. Bad move. Yeah, it's the note that really makes me think that. Yep. Well, that's kind of my thinking. There's some evidence that Rom is... No, there's no evidence. But some people posit that Rom is a larval stage. Oh, so here's one executioner that they actually got. Please carry on in my stead. That's a good note. So let's just have a quick look at our ill-gotten gains there. We also need to have a look at the numbing mist, because that's a Cainhurst thing. Executioner garb. Attire worn by the band of executioners commanded by the martyr Ligerius. Ligerius is a martyr, I think, because of what happens at Cainhurst. I think people just know him as Ligerius. Then he goes to Cainhurst and what happens. Then he becomes known as the martyr. Later became the basis for all church attire. Now that's interesting, isn't it? It suggests that the executioners are the first kind of organised band within the church, and that Ligerius may have been at Bergenworth. He may have been a contemporary of Lawrence, Willem, etc. As the great Ligerius once said, acts of goodness are not always wise, and acts of evil are not always foolish, but regardless, we shall always strive to be good. One of my favourite quotes in the game, that. And how appropriate that it's made by a man who oversaw an immoral massacre, as many would see it. There's an interesting relation between morality and power in Bloodborne. The various groups balance it in different ways. And even the ones that are quite moral aren't necessarily what we would think of as moral, because it's a different world. The brass rivets are unique to the executioners and reflect their adoration of hand-to-hand combat. Hello Sephiroth, nice to see you. Later became the basis for all church towers. So, yeah, that's what we get from them. Quick look at the numbing mist. This is an item that stops you from healing. Throw to create a mist cloud that numbs a hunter's life essence and prevents restoration of HP. Said to be used by the blood hunters of Cainhurst. Its recipe is a secret closely guarded by the line of nobles inhabiting the castle. So Cainhurst hunts hunters. They're hunting hunters because hunters use blood to make themselves more powerful. Our blood is therefore very, very powerful blood, and they want it to feed to their queen. Yeah, the mist art's incredible, isn't it? Let's just admire that for a moment. It's almost like a skull forming, isn't it? Above the liquid. And of course, an NPC that uses that stuff is the bloody Crow of Cainhurst. Okay. So I think this is the shortcut. Hooray! Oh, just realised we haven't been ringing our bell. What's this? Oh, the well, what we've just been talking about, the Vile Blood register. It's intriguing because martyr traditionally implies death, but I suppose here it represents him sacrificing his freedom to stay behind. Yeah, he has sacrificed his life, and it seems to have been quite a long and powerful one, in order to hide something else, in order for a belief. That is martyrdom, you know. So these people that hunt hunters are known as Vile Bloods. Vile Blood, however, you know, you have to remember who's made up that name, you know. Canehurst may have done it themselves. They are known as fans of decadence, so they may have found it amusing. Alfred refers to them as the Vile Bloods. Obviously, we might see a link to Vermin, loyal to the covenant of Annalise, Queen of the Vile Bloods at Canehurst Castle. A record of the Vile Bloods, bloodlusting hunters who seek blood dregs of their prey, kept throughout the ages. One thing I'm never particularly sure of is the time scale. Oh. Sometimes it seems to me that it's been maybe 100 years. Oh, it's this guy again. Oh well. We're probably gonna lose, but we will lose bravely. Yeah, she does. She does, that's a very good point, Ken. And also, somebody mentioned earlier Rom was created to hide the Mensis ritual. Mikolash refers to Rom, so he knows who Rom is. Oh, come on. No! Got him. Well, we finally got him, folks. Whew. Bit of a knockdown, drag-out brawl. I'm sorry I kind of went silent during that. Bye-bye, Sasha. Bye-bye-bye. But it's hard, you know, in a fight as intense as that, to kind of keep on talking about lore. Woo! Was that a Ric Flair woo? I hope so. Sometimes it all works out. Double vile parry. Yeah, that's what we like. We are in the realm of the vile bloods after all. GG indeed. That was nice. Hopefully it made up for the lame ass losses earlier. One thing I am very glad about with that fight was that I was able to chase down the cooperator at the start, because we killed him fairly quickly, I think. And he was still alive for quite a while after I visceraled him. Oh. Oh crap, these things. So I've been branded by a little thing up on the ladder over there, and it makes every woman in the room run towards me. Should ring the bell, but you invaded and killed a 70-year-old. Please tell me more. Oh, you notice when they scream as well, like where they were killed. God, I hate that little dude. Coming for you, my man. Ah, I missed the stairs. Crap. Bag. Yeah, I know I should have killed the little guy ages ago. He messaged me, I looked at his profile, it said 70-year-old gamer. Was he any good? Yeah, let's just, oh, hello. A lot of them hidden around, aren't there? I really want to get the night set, which is around here somewhere. I hope I'll still be playing games when I'm 70. I hope I live to the age of 70. Reeks of small gent. Bloodborne forever. Hello, Bertie. You are a fine viewer. I can't believe you just came here though. You would have missed a genuine 2v1 victory. Ah, one of these guys. Where am I getting nailed from? Oh, there. So what have we got here? Blood vial. Actually, that was a very useful drop for us. Okay, so we've got another shitty man over there. Shit. This is not good. Oh, another one. Wow, they really put up a fight, those little dudes. Oh, that was nice. I admire you actually fight the enemies. Kitaku's treating me very well. I barely started though. Okay, so here's a window we can escape out of, which I think we will do. Let's just have a little look down. Oh, another fancy dude. Yeah, well the kids will probably think we're terrible. Little do they know we are the heroes that paved the way for their lives. Just checking all these little nooks and crannies. It's always the children who are wrong. You must You must accept, Fatty. That's a pretty good note. Oh, lovely, we can upgrade our cane. So we're going to explore a little bit more, go back to the dream and fight Ligerius. Almost. Worked out well though. good sound. Where's the other one? Oh, there he is. Oh, are you getting much action as a watchdog of Farron? I always found that cult really quiet. Covenant. Oh, I thought I cleaned this place out. This is different. Okay. Okay, what do the headless ones do? They're horrible. Oh my god! Let's get her down straight away. Jesus. Oh, what a horrible noise. They really do a great job of making screams like just horrible. I know that's a bit cheap, but why not? Fear women. Indeed. Oh, this is freaky. Just not very pleasant. It is a massive credit to the voice actors. They really make my skin crawl when they scream. You know, you want to kill them just to stop the screaming. Oh, really gets you. Oh, this guy got stuck. Then he got out. Oh, poor Tonitrus. Oh, the Executioner's gloves. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting item. Very ambiguous whether they're linked to the Executioners under Ligurius or not. One of the secret treasures hidden in Canehurst, the gloves of an Executioner from a faraway land. Passed from Executioner Father to Executioner Son, these gloves can be used to summon wrathful spirits of the past by smearing them with blood. It is said that the nobles found immeasurable delight in the dances of these vengeful spectres. Now, one really interesting thing about those is they're definitely linked to Ligurius, because he uses that kind of magic. The gloves, when you use them, I don't have the stats to use them yet, but we'll have a look at them later. There's a bookcase around here I can pull aside, isn't there? One of the really interesting things is, yeah, the magic's the same. It's not only what he uses, but what the Ligurius wheel has in it. Here we go. Now we're cooking with charcoal, everyone. Now we are cooking with charcoal. So have a look at my outfit. Very nice outfit, but I'm afraid, Gascoigne, you have been outmatched, because Now we are wearing the knight's garb. I'm sure you'll all agree it's a fine choice for a gentleman who chooses a cane. Now, where are we going from here? I was sure there was a lever somewhere or something like that you could pull. Unless that's in another room. I guess it is. I guess it is. I think that's just gonna kill me, isn't it? I mean, it looks like I can go out there, but no. I've come to the right place. Ah yes, but they weren't knights, as the item descriptions take pains to point out. Servants, or knights as they were called for the sake of appearances. Pretty good disguise, eh? Is comfortable on the roof. Let's go back in here, pull our lever, and then... Oh, we don't have our bell ringing, do we? Archaic, if you want to find my articles, my Eurogamer author page has tons of them. My Guardian author page. Just Google my name in video games and ignore all the terrible stuff that will inevitably come up from Gamergate, because Gamergate hated me for a while. I was put on their website of journalists, what is it, Deep Freeze? Ignore all that stuff and just look at my author pages. A lot of the Dark Souls stuff, Bloodborne stuff is on Eurogamer. Oh, Evelyn. Lovely. We love a bit of Evelyn. You know, I'm not sure how much I have written about Bloodborne. I've written a couple of lore things. I hope to write a lot more. I'm trying to think of a way to do it. Right, so we've been to the Reeks of Small Gent place. Now we've just got the ladder. Well, thank you, gents, for praising my book. Very, very nice of you. Okay, ooh, a treasure chest. Never mind the enemies. Warm Blood Gemstone, that's pretty interesting. Where is that going to be listed? Blood Gem fortifies weapons and has various properties. Blood gems are especially rare bloodstones. I wonder what this one does then. Blood Tinge scaling. Makes sense. Canehurst is obsessed with Blood Tinge. Evelyn scales with Blood Tinge. I think Writer Palash does as well. Oh, let's ring our sinister resonant bell. We do need to also go back to the Hunter's Dream. We've got enough echoes for another level. Bloodstone waits ahead, but run. is it saying run? Oh. I thought it was saying run as in a trap. Oh wow, 2 bloodstone chunks. That is delicious. Okay, we can definitely get our cane up another level. What is this noise? Not the bell. I was talking about the footsteps. I'll buy your book as soon as you release the Bloodborne. Oh, the night's wig. It's a beautiful day. Thought I could dodge that. Cammy is the best Zelda. I don't think that's the case. I do love Okami. I think there's something very special about, for me, more the older Zeldas, and that might be just nostalgia talking. Certainly Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, very big games for me when I was young. Very big games. Oh, hello. Well, we don't necessarily want invaders, so... Let's just get rid of her. We can still invade. That just means people can't come into us. You're all being controversial, I see. Lots of people say Final Fantasy 9 is better than 7, but the thing is it's not as cool as Final Fantasy 7, and that matters, you know. There's a good argument. Metal Gear 2 is braver in many ways than Metal Gear 3. Better. I didn't mean to give you a burn, Sephiroth, by saying that. I just, you know, we all love games, let's talk about them. There's no burn intended. The thing that was most amazing about Okami, I found, was I thought finishing it, I thought I'd finished it when you kill the big god, which takes ages. Like, that was like 40 or 50 hours in for me, where you kill the big god that's like the focus of the start of the game, and after that the game actually begins, and you just can't believe it. You're like, wow, what? They really put everything into that game. I wish the combat had been a tiny bit better. Like, it was kind of amazing how it worked her abilities in terms of stopping it and drawing. Yeah, you can't badmouth Metal Gear. The old Metal Gear 5. Alright. So I'm inclined. Oh. Let's go and upgrade our weapon. Then we'll come back and fight with Jarius. And that will do. It's a great fight, but seeing as we've got enough to level up and to do our weapon. Yeah, the MGS5 Definitive Edition just came out last week. 25 quid with Ground Zeroes. Metal Gear 5 is incredible. I played it the other week. I would stream it more often, except it removed loads of the stream.
Farewell, good
because I had played the cassette tapes in the game while I was streaming it, and it cut those out because it was copyrighted content. Bullshit, more like. Okay, so up goes Arcane. That's pretty much all we can do. Let's have a quick look at our blood gems. So we've got skill scaling plus 12 on that one. That's nice. Blood 10 scaling, not interested really. And this is physical attack up 7.3. Bless me folks, I was sneezing. I did get into FOB evasions a little bit. I thought they were a lot of fun. Very cool idea.
Well, what? Very
And
well.
it felt amazing when you actually pulled it off. So hooray, we can now start to use arcane items. No more need to spend our leveling up echoes. On arcane we're hitting 15 with that, and that's as far as we're going, but now we can buff arcane by default and also use the old hunter's bone if we wish. So let's get that, and we'll get the old hunter's bone out, why not? Uses 4 quicksilver bullets. That is expensive. So I'm afraid folks, we love the top hat, but we now have an adornment prized by the Knights of Canehurst. Canehurst Way is a mix of nostalgia and bombast. They take great pride even in the blood-stained corpses of beasts that they leave behind, confident that they will stand as examples of decadent art. Hey Blutz folks, I'm way ahead of you. Oh ho ho, saucy. I kinda wish I'd made my hair white. Doesn't quite go with my grey hair, does it? Oh well, there are worse things. What else have we got? I do love the ponytail, but no, bit too ostentatious. What about Gascoigne's cap? Bertie might be right actually. We might be best sticking with the top hat for the time being. Right, let's try not to. What a horrible sound. So let's kill this guy just in case he drops some vials for us. Whoops. That was not wise. Wow, you can really beat those guys down. Reminded me a little bit of Anor Londo, this part. Not like a direct echo or anything, but just going outside of the actual castle itself for a little bit. By the way, Jay. So, I don't actually have that many vials. So, my ringtone is the codec. Here we go, one of the most awesome fights in the Souls series, I think. Something very weird going on with Ligerius. They do great king bosses from Soft. Well, that was bullshit. Oh no. Sorry folks, disappointing start. Pretty sure Ligerius is with a soft G. I'm not sure how you would say that. I say Ligerius. Is Ligerius a Thumerian or just tall because gameplay reasons? He looks like a Thumerian. And his actual link to Cainhurst, I don't know. Some have posited that he is actually the king of Cainhurst. I don't necessarily agree. God, I hate it when they all scream at you. The eminent Master Ligerius. Okay. At least we didn't use many blood vials in that attempt, though. Who is it? Mina. Okay. I'm not sure if they're back or forward, which is really annoying because once I go down there I can't get back up. Oh, hello. Oh no! I'm so lucky. Because of that message, I didn't grab onto the ladder. So where's he gone? So he is definitely going to come through this window. So we could jump down there and ambush him when he comes in for the lever. That'd be pretty good, wouldn't it? Or we could try and go outside and ambush him. Let's go outside, just because it'll be a bit more active, a bit more interesting. Hopefully. I'll pull the lever for him. I don't think so. Whoops. Two of them. I'm gonna head back to where that gargoyle is, I think. Oh my god. Crap. Oh no, whoa. Myself in a bit of a spot here. Crap. Oh, hello. Oh no. Went for the parry. Not a wise move. Did manage to isolate the beckoner though. What can I say? It was half a theory. Half a theory, and it didn't work out. But never mind. Terrier. That's a good description of my PvP style, because I can't actually kill anything, but I yap at their feet. I think I'm gonna have to go actually soon, folks. I've been streaming for a while and I've got to go to bed. I've got work in the morning. Yeah, Gravity Boss always wins. Let's run up to Ligurius. If we'll either have one more invasion or one more go at Ligurius and then call it a night. I don't really have a lot of vials, but we'll make do. Oh god, it's horrible. It's so horrible. Stop it, you horrible little monsters. Thank you, Woodfella, trying to make me feel better. Unlike Bertie. Wasting resources on him. Gonna use the Phantasm Shell for a little bit of extra damage. Not sure Ligurius has good defense against Arcane actually. I bet he's got really good defense against Blood, because that's what all Canehurst use, isn't it? So that would make sense. But we're gonna have a sexy whip. And let's just hope we can dodge all his magic bullshit. Come on. Timing, man. Not so good feeling about this one. Oh my god. Oh dear. Well, he magicked me to death, and I didn't have the vials to last a longer fight. Never mind. Never mind. Not sure about the whip in that fight, because the whip is great for range, but because he's full of his magic skull bullshit, you kind of want close range with him all the time, don't you? Seemed a bit of a vain hope at the end. It was a bit of a vain hope. We've got our 2 emergency blood vials there. Yeah. The invasions have taken a long time tonight, so I don't think we're going to wait around. I'm going to head off, folks. Hope you've enjoyed seeing Canehurst when I'm next on. Obviously we will go and bum Legarius mightily and do some more PvP. I'm glad we've got a new outfit though, it's pretty sexy looking. I think you'll all agree. Nice for the gentleman who uses a cane, of course. Anyway, night night folks. Cheers for tuning in. At least we got that highlight of the 2v1, eh? Happy days. Night night everyone.